freezing back up.
It's Freeze. He's doing something. You got a backup plan? How are we gonna get in?
We're not.
I'll tell Harley you said that.
What?
You heard. Quinn's on her way over. She sounded real pissed. I don't think Joker's holding up too well. She's coming over to try to hurry us up. And when she asks what's stopping Joker getting his cure, I'm pointing at you.
But it's not my fault.
You can tell her that.
You're kidding, right?
Do I look like I'm kidding? No way I'm taking the fall for you not being able to defrost an ice cube.
Okay, look, just stall her. I'll get this thing open. Somehow.
Come on, Harley's on her way. We need to get in there.
I can't do this with you yapping at me. Just shut up already.
Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say in any job. I love how they're using the same method they relied on when they tried to seal up the door at the steel mill. Only this time they're doing it for the opposite reason. Harley must have a lot of faith in these guys if they think they can stop Freeze.
Why do you keep doing this to me? It's like you idiots spend every single day thinking up ways to leave me bitterly disappointed. Harley, when you get to the GCPD, kill a couple of them for me, will you, dear?
No problem, sweetie.
If any of you are still conscious, get back to base now.
Even Joker is sick of their BS. Or maybe it's Clayface just saying how it is now. Most of you might already know this, but if you take your time, you can actually hear Freeze talking to himself. I love this because it builds his character more. It's a unique quirk we don't often see in other characters within the series. Take a listen.
How can this Ra's al Ghul hold the secret to the clown's cure? That man must have lost his mind. I will not fail, Nora. This is futile. When this is over, the clown will suffer.
There he goes again, calling Joker the clown. I swear it must be some kind of joke or trend among the other villains in the game. I'll keep an ear out for it more in the entire series.
Impressive, Batman. I doubted you would actually return.
I'm a man of my word, Victor. You should know that by now.
Ooh, I love that line. I'll dive deeper into Freeze's and Batman's relationship after the fight, but damn, that dig Batman throws at him really hits hard. It's the truth, and we'll see it build throughout the rest of the series.
The formula is complete. The bonding process appears to have been successful. How are you feeling? You look unwell.
Ah, now Freeze is expertly returning the digs. A clever callback to Batman's earlier remark at the museum. This level of writing is simply brilliant. It's not just a back and forth, it's a masterful evolution of their dynamic.
Give it to me.
I'm afraid I cannot do that, Batman. You have given me your last order.
This is not a time for negotiation.
I think it is. The clown has my wife. Bring her back to me.
On one hand, it's almost absurd for Freeze to act like this, but on the other, it makes perfect sense. He's desperate, clearly still not fully recovered from what Penguin did to him earlier, so seeing him lash out and now threaten Batman with the only cure, it mirrors Batman's own earlier, calculated threat at the museum, with him pouring out the coolant. It's a brilliant parallel, once again showcasing the evolution of their dynamic throughout the series.
You don't want to do this, Freeze.
Oh, I believe I do. You will bring me Nora, or you will die.
Man, I can't even express how amazing this is. Freeze transforms into this chilling, intimidating figure with these glowing red eyes, like he's the frickin' Terminator. The way his character design shifts, turning him into a legitimate threat like this, it's so wicked. I still get chills every time I play this part.
You are in my world.
Oracle! Freeze is attacking me. Get me the telemetry feed from his suit, now.
No problem. Bruce, remember what happened last time. Don't try to take him on in a straight-up fight. He's too powerful. Okay, data's ready. Coming through now.
I really wish we got to hear everything Freeze says right here before Batman interrupts, but it makes sense. Batman is in a bit of a panic, needing the info right away and rushing to hide from Freeze, who's an absolute force to be reckoned with. What is there to say about the Freeze's boss fight that there hasn't been said before? It's without a doubt one of the best in the entire Arkham series. The level of intensity is unmatched, especially with how Freeze's intellect and restless pursuit creates such high tension and dynamic challenge. Every move Batman makes is calculated, knowing that one wrong step could mean defeat. What really sets this fight apart is how Freeze adapts to Batman's tactics, making each phase of the battle feels fresh and unpredictable. The environment, the clever use of the gadgets, and Freeze's chilling presence all contribute to an experience that's both thrilling and nerve-wracking. It's not just a boss fight, it's a test of strategy, patience, and skills, showcasing the evolving rivalry between Batman and one of the most calculated adversaries. I can geek out about this more, but we'll be here all day. Yeah, it's a pretty obvious one, but you can destroy Nora's ice sculptures, and let me tell you, Freeze gets super pissed, throwing ice attacks at you in a blind rage.
This rule will be your doom. That was not wise, Batman. No! You're just making this worse. I will not allow you to defile my wife's memory.
Honestly, I kinda hate myself for doing this because I feel so bad. But hey, it's all for you, Bat fam. Plus, I find it strangely adorable how Freeze makes these ice sculptures for his wife. Who knew that Freeze has such a gift for the arts, right? It really adds a layer of humanity to him, showing that even someone as cold as him has moments of warmth and love. It's these little details that make his character so compelling. One of the great attention to detail moments is how Batman's cape actually starts to freeze after a few moments into the battle, visual signaling to the player how cold it really is in there. It's such a subtle yet effective way of enhancing the atmosphere, making the player feel the tension and the intense conditions that Batman is fighting through. It's little touches like this that makes this whole encounter feel way more immersive.
I'll pay for taking my wife.
One of the best line deliveries in this game, Maurice LaMarche is an absolute treasure as Freeze. He has the incredible balance of zero emotion and the subtle humanity that really defines this character in a way that we see throughout the game. I'm so glad he comes back in the rest of the series. He's definitely my favorite voice actor right after Wally in this franchise. And let's not forget, he's also Calendar Man, another role he absolutely kills. His vocal range is just amazing.
Beat his ass, Batman.
Please, find Nora. She's all I have left. It's over. That was all I could manufacture.
Harley Quinn took it.
And what are you waiting for? Go and get it back. The clown must pay for what he has done to us.
It's not that simple. Joker's got the steel mill locked down. Getting in will not be easy.
Perhaps I can help. I've been working on a new projectile system. Maybe these will provide the edge you need.
I promise you, Victor, I will find Nora.
I let that whole scene play out because it's hands down my favorite moment in the entire game. Remember that line Freeze said at the museum? The one I said I'll bring up again?
We are not friends.
Well, I have to disagree. This, what we just witnessed, is friendship. It's one of the most realistic portrayals of a conflict I have ever seen in a video game. Everyone can relate to this kind of argument, whether it's with a friend, a partner, a parent, a guardian, a spouse. I hope no one experience mirrors the physical fight we just witnessed, but I think we all had those moments of heated words. Batman came back with what he needs from Freeze, and Freeze did what he asked, only to feel that he was owed something in return. They have a disagreement, and in this case, it escalates to a fight. But in most real-life situations, it's a verbal argument, a release of pent-up anger. After it's out there, they calm down and start to reconnect. Freeze understands that he was in the wrong, and maybe he should have just given Batman the cure first instead of asking for something in return. In an act of goodwill, he offers Batman a new gadget to help him get the cure, and in return, Batman promised to get Nora back. That right there, that's friendship. It's not the type of friendship that they will go hang out or go grab a drink later, but it's the understanding each other, helping each other achieve what's needed, even with both sides have flaws. This dynamic is what makes their relationship so incredible in this series. Batman doesn't really have this kind of bond with any other villain. Sure, he feels sympathy for some of the other Arkham crazies, but with Freeze, there's this underlying trust and respect that builds through the games. We see it introduced in the DLC Cold Cold Heart in Arkham Origins. Then we see it develop here, and it continues and evolves in Arkham Knight. This scene, this moment, is truly chef's kiss. It's brilliant writing and character development, and this is why it makes him my favorite in the game. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Real quick too, I just want to point out the amazing animation Batman has here when he opens the safe and then he realizes the cure's gone and then he just drops his head. That's fantastic, subtle animation that I love.
My God, our mystery caller was correct. It looks like Batman himself is exiting the building.
Is he really? Hello, Gotham, it's me. I'm afraid Miss Vale will soon be leaving the airwaves. We apologize for this interruption.
We've been hit. We're going down. Mayday! Mayday!
It's always nice to see Miss Vale again, and honestly, it's pretty funny how Joker just blasts her out of the sky.
Hello? Gotham? I don't know if you can hear me. My news copter has been shot down. We've crashed down somewhere in Arkham City. We need help. I'm now stuck on part of the old Gotham freeway in what looks like a turf war between... What the hell was that? Oh God, there are snipers. They're all around my position. I can see what looks like inmates moving in on us. Please, if anyone can hear me, send help.
It's interesting she said they need saving, but in the end, she's the only one who survives. Granted, she might not know yet that the pilot is gone, or maybe the snipers just took him out, but it's an interesting detail to think about.
I can't see you.
Look harder. Joker wants the reporter dead.
Yeah, okay, I'm trying. I just can't get a clear shot.
Just keep pointing your gun over where she was. She'll stick her pretty little head out sooner or later. And when she does, blow it off.
This bitch is mine.
Don't speak too soon. Joker will be pissed if you screw this up.
What are you talking about? No way am I gonna miss a shot at putting a bullet through that annoying reporter's face.
I've always wondered if Joker and the inmates find her annoying because they watch her show in prison and maybe the guards always kept it on, which could mean they're completely done with her by this point. It's just a theory I always had. Ooh, did you catch that? Bruce, you sly dog, giving her that look before sweeping off her feet and rescuing her. I think this is one of the only times we see him do that, especially since he didn't do it with the nurse earlier or any of the Riddler hostages we save. It's such a nice detail, especially considering we know they have some kind of thing going on. I'll put a coin in a thirst jar for some good measure.
You should be safe here for now. Stay here and keep out of sight.
Any chance I could get an exclusive? Care to tell Gotham what's going on with your face?
No. Stay there and be quiet.
That's such a reporter's attitude. No, thank you, or I'm alright, just straight to the questions for the media. I have a friend in broadcasting, and she said the scene is incredibly realistic. Also, I always forget this is the first time we see Mad Hatter, even if it's just for a brief moment. I play this game over hundreds of times and still have that oh yeah moment.
Now, that's no way to talk to the nice reporter, Lady Bats.
What do you want?
Who are you talking to?
Now, see what you've done. The poor woman's all confused. Hardly surprising, I suppose. I mean, she's just been in a terrible accident.
That you caused.
How dare you? I've never been so... Oh, what the hell. Yes, okay, it was me. I just needed a little time to guarantee that Harley got back to me with my delicious cure. And if you're a good boy, I may even save a little for you. It's unlikely, I know, but I'm really your last hope now, aren't I?
Well, a coin and a thirst jar for that comment, but honestly, I can never get enough of Mark Hamill as the Joker in this series. He's just too good for it. I also love how Vicky's peeking over his shoulder like a nosy teenager, like, who are you talking to? Vicky's literally acting like a TikToker right now.
Getting bored. I thought we were supposed to have left by now.
Chill out, man, it's coming. Joker wants us to move on into Two-Face's territory. Teach that ugly son of a bitch to mess with the boss.
It's a miracle, ain't it? Yesterday I figured Joker was a goner. Today he's back better than ever.
Yeah, it's good to see the old Joker smile back. It's like there's been this other guy standing in for him, but now the real Joker's back.
So, we ready?
Soon. We wait for the order, and then this whole town will know the Joker's back.
Ooh, some great foreshadowing of what's really going on with the Joker and his copycat. And now Joker's shifting his focus to Two-Face crew, since Penguin's crew is basically non-existent at this point, or has joined Joker's gang. It's such a clever narrative beat for the gang wars, and it's easy to miss, but it really adds depth to the story.
It's me! While you were saving Miss Vale, I took the liberty of beefing up security at my steel mill. I'm sorry to have to break it to you, but I don't think that even you will be able to get in here. Oh, this is getting too emotional. I can barely bring myself to think of you dying out there. I keep thinking of you lying dead in the snow. It's the only thing that brings a smile to my face.
Many people already know this, and I'll mention it again when we get to the Arkham City tapes, but we know this is the real Joker talking to us. Not only does he cough in there, but he also calls Batman Bats, something Clayface never does. He always sticks to calling him Batman, with no nickname, like Bats or Dork Knight. It's a great attention to detail, and it's one of those things that's easy to miss, but it really adds to the authenticity of the moment.
The furnace is generating too much heat. I need to find another way in.
Oracle, find me a route into the steel mill.
Let's see. I'm assuming you want the most dangerous route possible.
Why change things now?
Well, you're in luck. The only way in is via the heat exchanges, to the south of the building. I'll mark it on your map.
The sass she delivers with that comment is amazing. And honestly, does it kill you to say please or thank you, Bruce?
Oh, do I have to do everything myself around here? All I asked was that you stop the stupid Batman. I managed to get a syringe of my blood in his neck, for God's sakes, and I'm half dead. What's your excuse?
He's kind of spitting facts, to be honest. Also, this sign really reminds me of Neo from The Matrix when he's dodging all the bullets in slow-mo. I don't know why I found that funny.
Whatever. You know anything about Protocol 10? Sounds scary.
Yeah, I was on the phone with Professor Strange yesterday, and he told me what it is.
Really? What is it?
It was stupid as you look. Why would I be calling the guy who runs this place?
I thought he called you.
Don't talk to me. Just stand still and try not to fall over. Understand?
Damn, some of these henchmen can really be cool to each other, and I freaking love it. Also, the animation with the knife guy flipping around and playing with it, it's pretty fantastic. I never really took a good look at these henchmen tattoos before, but they kind of resemble Harley Quinn, especially with the mask and the cards right there.
I just heard from my dad. He's been summoned to City Hall. Strange is requesting that Emergency Protocol 10 is activated.
Does Gordon know what Protocol 10 is?
Just that it's the worst-case security measure. Strange told the High Council he had failed to stem the use of illegal weapons within the prison.
Weapons he provided. This was his plan all along.
It certainly looks that way. He made it sound like the inmates were planning a mass escape and attack on Gotham. I'll keep you posted.
These are some really great story beats here, especially since we don't really know what's going on outside of Arkham City. Also, the mention of Gordon is a really nice touch, considering we don't see him until the very end.
Good evening, troops. This is General J with a quick update on what's going down here in Arkham City. As you can see, I'm looking much better. In fact, I think I'm looking better than ever. Oh, I can hear you all now. How did this happen? Can I get me some of that crazy cure? I want answers, damn it, now! Well, here's the thing. Answers don't give you everlasting satisfaction. Sometimes you need to brace yourself for disappointment. Now think about it. Imagine your favorite TV show. You've been through it all, the ups, the downs, the crazy coincidences, and then bang! They tell you what it's all about. Would you be happy? Does it make sense? How come it all ended in a church? You guys just need to know one simple thing. I'm back. Back for good. Now arm yourselves, boys. We've got a prison break to plan. No hostages, no surrender. I know, it sounds like suicide, but listen. Whatever happens, I'll be right behind you.
Oh, wow, there's a lot to unpack here. First, did you catch that cough? It's a really nice touch for new players who might not realize it's Clayface yet, but it starts to hint that something more is going on with Joker. Plus, it shows that the actual real Joker is holding the camera. Also, there's some great foreshadowing when he says, "Why does it all end in a church?" It's interesting because we first started hunting Joker in a church in Arkham City. Then in Arkham Origins, the final battle with him takes place in church. Well, the Blackgate Prison Church, to be specific. And then in Arkham Knight, one of the last scenes of the main story features you playing Joker when Harley is having a wake for him, and it seems like it could be in a church. It's not 100% clear, to be fair, but the thematic connection is fantastic. It's really strong foreshadowing, to say the least.
Let me explain to you what's going on. The Joker is winning. You and your boss are losing. Now, we want the Joker to keep winning. So you're gonna tell us everything we need to know about Two-Face's plans. You probably don't want to, I get that. So we're gonna have to convince you.
Screw you! This one's still got some fight in him. I'm saying nothing!
Man, Two-Face must be worse than this since he won't say anything. Kind of insane when you think about it. Like, what's worse than Joker? Apparently Two-Face. Also, I love how he cheers you on for a bit.
It's all right. You're safe.
You're lucky. I could have killed you with this thing.
Believe me, Doctor. When someone takes a swing at me with a pipe, they don't get the chance to apologize. What's been happening?
I did what you said. I stayed out of sight and kept an eye on what they were up to. They've been placing things on the floor in the next room. I don't know what they are.
Sounds like Joker's trying to stop me with mines.
Will it work?
Do I look worried?
Worried? No. Sick? Very. You look terrible. Are you sure you're all right? I'm a doctor, you know. And you look terrible.
I feel like this chick has no faith in Batman. Also, she just comments without asking if he needs help, since Batman looks terrible.
And then she said, not even with yours.
That's funny, man.
That thug's armed with proximity mines.
Do it? Of course she did. I mean, look at me. I'm gorgeous.
So what's the deal with Jay? He looks better, right?
It's a freaking miracle. Yesterday he looked like crap. Today, the real Joker's back.
Thank God, man. I mean, who the hell wants Harley in charge? Between you and me, she's nuttier than he is.
Oh, Mr. J, please hug me some more.
Okay, my dear. Why don't you go and fight Batman while I make a daring escape?
You guys better hope she didn't hear that. Enough screwing around. Get these minds spread out.
This is probably my favorite henchman dialogue in Arkham City. The impressions they did are legitimately really on point, and it always makes me laugh out loud. Really fantastic stuff they did here.
I hear you, buddy.
How's it going in there anyway?
It's all good. I'm in position, the room's mine, and if I see Batman, boom!
Hope you're right. The Joker looks like he's getting ready for a war. If Batman's out of the picture, we may actually win it.
I worked out how to beat the Bat. He uses the gargoyles, right? I just need to take them out too. Boom! Batman's on the ground, and I'm putting a bullet through his brain.
Nice. Let me know when he's dead. I want to come down there and have a little fun with the corpse.
Get in line. I'm having the mask. You can have what's left.
That guy on the radio sounded a bit too excited about his fun time with the supposed corpse. It feels really gross, so I'm not gonna put one in the third star for that comment.
What? Did you have fun beating up a defenseless girl? Don't you dare! Stop that! What are you? If you don't stop doing that, I'm gonna tell Mr. J, and he's gonna... well, he's gonna be mad! Don't you dare!
I can't be the only one who kept doing this, right? Also, I'm assuming Talia tied her up and took the cure from Harley. That makes the most sense in my head at least. Also, really nice touch on her condition on the scanner being listed as agitated.
All that Protocol 10 bull that Strange has been spouting?
What the hell's his problem? Didn't he give us these guns in the first place?
Yeah, I thought he wanted the Joker to win.
Me too, but don't you think that's kind of crazy? Who spends billions of dollars building a prison and then gives everyone guns?
You got a point. Hey, you weren't at the asylum, were you? Well, I was, man. Old Sharpie was weird, too. Just like Strange.
Yeah, I heard a bunch of patients died under his supervision.
You shouldn't listen to gossip, man. No way is Quincy some kind of avenging psychiatric angel. Have you seen him? He looks like an idiot.
Sure, he's an idiot. But he convinced an entire city to build this place, didn't he? And he hired Strange, who gave us military-grade weapons.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying I didn't trust Sharp. I don't trust Strange. And I don't like this. Not one bit.
Wow, some really interesting insight from the henchmen. Even they're calling BS on Strange and Sharp here. I know they're not the brightest, but they're actually making some good points, questioning legitimate things that are happening. It's just more clever writing that really adds depth to the main story.
How are we gonna find Harley stuck in this elevator?
Thought she went off to get something from Freeze.
She did, then she came back.
Then why are we searching for her?
She probably just got lost. You know what she's like. Still, at least Jay's looking better.
Yeah, man. For weeks he's been locked up in that little room, killing all the doctors who can't fix him. And then suddenly, he's all good.
Jimmy said he just saw him heading out somewhere.
Jimmy's full of crap. I just saw him over in the funhouse.
Really? Weird. Guess Jimmy needs to stop drinking that stuff he found down in the storage rooms. He must be screwing with his head.
Even some more foreshadowing that there are two Jokers walking around here. Also, I love how these guys are stuck in the elevator the entire game if you don't interact with them. It's a clever little detail that adds to the atmosphere.
Going up. Why are we going up?
It's not me. I ain't doing it.
Also, some nice little detail animation of the henchmen trying to get the elevator to start working again.
What happened next?
Not much. She choked to death.
Man, you must have really hated your mother.
Like you wouldn't believe.
And she ate it all?
Didn't give her much choice.
Killing your own mother with a poisoned birthday cake. Jeez. And I thought Joker was bad.
Yeah, Cobblepot. That guy's a freaking psycho. I heard he fed someone to a shark just for talking back.
That's just a...
I love how this feels like the henchman break room and they're just having fun. It's a nice, unexpected layer of personality to them. There are a lot of fun Easter eggs in this room, like the big rubber ducky, which is probably a nod to Batman Returns with the giant duck penguin rides. There's also a box of goodies with the fish that could be a reference to the BTA episode The Laughing Fish, and Joker's famous bang gun, which might be Tim's one day. The spiral-looking glasses might just be an added prop, but it does remind me a bit of Clock King, to be honest. Also, love the detail that they painted the prop penguins to look like Joker. Nice fun detail that could be easy to miss.
Where is it?
I don't know what it is, but there's something about the look Joker gives Clayface in this shot. It's almost like he's saying, you better not disappoint me, or you know what's coming. I don't know, I'm probably overanalyzing again, but it's just always tickled my brain a bit.
Manners cost nothing, Batman. A please wouldn't go amiss. I mean, if you wanted to be cured so badly, you only had to ask. It looks like I need to teach you some respect.
There's nothing you can teach me, Joker.
Oh, come on. There's always something to learn. Let's start with getting your ass kicked 101. Seconds out.
I mean, he's not wrong about the manners part. I've actually noticed recently that people have been complimenting me on saying please and thank you in public places, like when I'm getting food or just some coffee. It's a weird thing I've been noticing. Also, that line,
Getting your ass kicked 101.
Albert King says it again at night. Nice little tie-in detail there.
Just you and me, Batman. Give me your best shot.
Right away, we know something's off. On the scanner, we can't see any bones or heartbeat. It's such a great build-up for the story. Let's literally freeze Joker right here and take a moment to look around the place. A couple more ducks scattered around, and I love how it's called the Ghost Train, especially since we're essentially fighting a ghost of Joker here. The setting also really reminds me of the Royal Hotel from Arkham Origins. This little boss fight is a blast. I really enjoy it because it reminds me of the fight we have with Joker in the asylum, fighting the two Titan monsters and just the sheer chaos surrounding you, plus a rematch with Mr. Hammer. It's just a great all-around fight.
Any last requests? How about a joke?
How about a trade?
I just love the look at both of their faces when they turn to look at Talia. It's almost like a perfect meme template.
Let him go. Take me in his place.
I'll handle the jokes around here.
Talia, what are you doing?
I represent the great Ra's al Ghul.
It was going so well until this happened. Like I said, it's like a Hallmark movie. She comes back and saves the day. To be fair, I think it is a noble move on her part. But again, it really falls flat in the next part. I'll cover it when we switch back to Batman.
Head of the demon, master of the League of Assassins.
Well, bully for you.
Free Batman, and we will give you the secret of immortality.
Don't do it, Talia. He'll be unstoppable.
What?
That what and sudden head jerk is amazing. It just brings a smile to my face. Joker always puts me in a better mood, even though I know this is Clayface.
My dear.
We offered you this chance, Batman. Now follow your heart.
Okay, I'll give her this. That's a really sneaky way she put the tracker on her to show Batman. She can be clever when she wants to. I just wish they did this more with her character in the game. Clayface is definitely not looking ahead of him right here. You know what I'm saying? You get a coin in the thirst jar for that one, Clayface. You know what you did.
What?
Are we not done yet, Ivy? I told you that thing with the flowers wasn't my fault. You know it, I know it.
You should have watered them. You said you would water them. Now there's only one left, and Strange has it, sealed in his vault.
We'll go pay a final visit to Strange and wrap up Arkham City next time in the final part. What's your favorite boss fight in Arkham City? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to stay more connected, I post regularly on the community tab about news on Batman media, fun polls, behind the scenes, and much more. So make sure you click that ding 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 dong on the bell notification so you don't miss out. Also, why not subscribe and join our Bat family? Us nerds need to stick together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Stay tuned.